tell you what is another thing the Holy Spirit said to bring up what they're doing. They're preventing twin flames from coming together, soulmates from coming together, because those two people, the twins, are the opposite of each other, and they got to come together to find the balance. And the soulmates are one soul in separate parts, and once they come together, they become one soul, and their energy can shift the frequency. This is another thing they're preventing. That's why they need to be over marriages. That's why they over the Trinity. That's why they say a man is the head and a woman is the tail. That's why they say judge the book by the cover. You see? Because they're preventing people who's supposed to come together in this lifetime energetically from coming together to help raise the frequency. You see?
0.3 miles ahead, straight on ramp to I-75 south.
A lot of people with the wrong person, because the narrative is judge the book by the cover. You see? And what a woman's supposed to look like and what a man's supposed to have. And people are not with the right person spiritually. Equally yoked spiritually. You understand? That's what equally yoked means. Not to judge a book by its cover. And that's why people are with the wrong people. And they're with people to gain things. And using people to help pay their bills and to bomb the things of the world, you see? I don't know if to stop Jesus because the light red, I'm on the scale. It's my first one. And I'm almost there. Shit. I don't know what the shit going on here. What's going on? Oh, there you go. Should be sure it's taking mighty long. So y'all gotta understand, the powers know this is a spiritual thing, that we're here to evolve spiritually, and that's the one thing they don't want to teach. That's why they gave y'all religion. Rely on. Spiritually, you're going to believe in the divine, the unknown. You see, it's called divine timing when you meet who you meet, when you experience what you experience. But we're not tuned in, turned on, or tapped into the spiritual awareness, the spiritual connection, the spiritual evolution. Because they don't want to teach that. They say that's the demonic stuff. But all the while, that's how they're fighting us. That's how they're beating us. That's how they're suppressing us. Because nobody's doing us nothing physically. They're making us believe their narrative, their propaganda, their advertising. You see? They're the ones. He who holds the narrative, he holding the power. So we gotta understand, this is a soul journey, y'all. We not these mitsus. So the person who is your twin flame or your soulmate, somebody you just cannot shake, somebody who y'all like fire and water that make that steam, y'all supposed to be learning to balance that energy out to raise the frequency and not constantly keep fighting. And if you gotta keep fighting, that's not the person to be with. You see? But again, we've been programmed to judge books by the cover and what it's supposed to look like in order for it to be deemed worthy. You see? And that's why people gotta know their self-worth. And then you won't wind up with the wrong person learning no hard life lessons. When you know your value and your worth, what's on the outside ain't got nothing. The beauty is within. You understand? You can have somebody fine as wine and they're dumb as a bag of rocks. And they're evil and wicked, but they're fine. You see, that's what the European white man done. Took us from connection, y'all. Connection. And the connection is a spiritual, oh my God, connection. It's an invisible thread that weaves us together. So we got to understand. They say they're in the fight for the soul of the nation. How can you fight for somebody's soul? You see? They're not fighting for our soul. They're corrupting our soul. They're fighting for the soil of the nation. You see? They're corrupting our soul with all these people who are in high places, leaders, teachers, government. They're corrupting the souls while they're stealing the soil. You are the only one can save your soul. You are the only one that knows your soul. How can you fight for my soul when my soul is inside? You see, my soul is connected to the source. And if you're there and you don't know I'm on this truck going this way, how the hell you gonna fight for my soul? How do you know I exist? So again, you got to think. You gotta ask why, when, where, who, what. you get to the bottom of anything with anybody, anywhere. Asking questions. It's time for us to rise. I've been transformed. I renewed my mind. The Bible clearly says, be not conformed to the world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. And if y'all don't renew your mind, because they corrupted your mind, they programmed your mind, you're not going to be able to get this. You got to start all over from scratch and work your way back up. You understand? 5, you got to use your 5 senses because it's connected to God's grace. When you start using your 5 senses, start asking goddamn 5 questions, you're going to have grace. You're going to have mercy bestowed upon you because you're trying to change. And you're connected to the universe. And the universe is within. You see what I'm saying? So again, the universe going to start giving you things without, because it's picking up your frequency. You don't want to do that same old anymore. You want to do something different. So let this sizzle in your spirit. Let it sizzle.